So did you practice those toe digs across the floor? Did you get a drink? All right, let's move on to the next thing. Now, tap ballet combo kids. You've never done this before, so this is kind of new for you, but I know you can do it. Tap one kids, you have done this before. So we're going to combine those toe digs, but we're going to use both feet at the same time. Well, simultaneously, back and forth. So what you're going to do is you're going to tap your right toe to the front. You're going to dig with the right foot down. Then you're going to dig with the left foot in the back. Then you're going to dig with the right foot again in the front. See that? Then you're going to repeat the other side. So you're going to tap your left, dig to the front, dig to the back, dig to the front. Now, what's important about this one is that you try not to do too much rocking back and forth. You want to have both knees bent so you can make sure that you can do all those sounds that sound the same, okay? You don't want a heavy dig in the front and a light dig in the back. All the sounds you want to make sure they sound the same tempo. Okay, so let's try it. So here we go. We're going to do a tap with the front foot, a dig with the front foot, a dig with the back foot, a dig with the front foot. Then you repeat the other foot. Toe, dig, dig, dig. Toe. Toe, dig, dig, dig. Now I am doing a little bit of rocking just because it gives you a little bit of movement, but I still want you to make sure that both knees are bent so you're getting the same sound with all 3 taps. 4 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4. They all should sound the same. Two more. Last one. All right, how did you do on that? This is a good time to pause and do that a few times, okay? Because now we're going to do that backwards. And that one, again, just like the digs backwards, this one is a little more tricky. Okay, so same thing. You're going to take that right foot and you're going to go to that. Now remember, you're digging that toe in, not the tip. Bend that foot, okay? Then you're going to dig with that back foot first, then the front foot, then the back foot. Okay? This one is a little trickier. Then you'll do the left. Then you dig. 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 Toe. Dig. 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 And back. Back. Front. Back. Toe. Back foot. Front foot. Back foot. Toe. Dig. 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 I don't want these done super fast. Because, again, I want to make sure you can hear these crisp sounds that you're getting out of all 4 of those sounds. The toe and the 3 digs. And toe and dig and dig and dig and toe and dig. Dig. Our music went away, so I'm going to have to check on that. Not sure why. And toe. And toe. Let's do 2 more. And right. And left. Right. Okay. So you can start with any foot on that. So I said right foot, left foot, but you can start any foot because we're alternating feet. Okay. I don't know why our music stopped. So let's see what. It says it's playing, but it's not. Alright, well I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so next, we're going to do something a little fancy, okay? A little fancy. We're going to do a toe-toe double dig down. Okay, so do we know what a double dig is? Yes, we talked about it earlier today. A double dig is 2 digs. However, we're going to do our double dig, meaning both feet are coming down at the same time. So we're going to do a toe-toe, right, left, bring both heels down at the same time. Keep your knees slightly bent because that will help you with your balance. Again, if you're up here like this, it makes it a little bit harder. So bend your knees just a little bit. So we're going to do a toe-toe, feet together, double dig down. Did you see that? Let's try that again slow. So toe, toe, right, left, tap, tap, double dig down. Okay? Toe, toe, dig. Now, just because I'm bending my knees doesn't mean I'm really bending forward and sticking out my cushion. Okay, you still kind of want to keep that straight. Your cushion's going to be out a little bit, but I don't want you to stick it out. So make sure you're doing it kind of up and down. All right, so let's try it. Here we go. Ready? And toe, toe, dig. Toe, toe, dig. How many sounds are we doing? We're doing 3, even though we're using both feet. 1, 2. Do 2 more. Toe. Last one. Toe. Yes? Now, I did it with my right foot all the way down. You can do that a couple of times and then switch feet. I'm not going to do it all the way across, but if you want, do it with your right foot and then do it with your left. Okay? Toe, toe. Great. All right. So you kind of probably know what's coming. We're going to do it backwards. Okay? So, same thing, making sure you have a slightly bent knee to help you with your balance. Make sure you're going all the way up on those toes, toe, toe, and then bring both heels down. Again, trying to not stick your cushion out too far, making sure your hands are on your hippies. All right? So, toe, toe, dig. Toe, toe, dig. Toe, toe, dig. Toe, toe. And again, I'm using only my right foot. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Right now, I'm going to switch. Left, right, down. Left, right. Left, right, down. Make sure when you come here, your feet are next to each other. 2 more. Last one. Great. Pull my pants. Also, I have a feather on my pants. Must have been when we did feathers last week. Okay, so we're going to do 2 more things. All right, how's my time?
7.5.
Oh, okay, so we're going to do 2 more things across the floor. All right, now, tap 1 kids, you have done this. Tap ballet kids, you have not, but you can do it. Again, trying to teach us some new stuff. All right, so we're going to do bubblegum across the floor. Okay? 2 different kinds of bubblegums. First bubblegum across the floor is just bubblegum. Now, this is a little tricky because you have to use your balance the whole time. Because with bubblegums, as you know, we don't use our Charlie heels at all. We only use Joe toe. So, to do our bubblegum, we do our start in the back, and then we do our brush, stick. Okay, now normally we're center floor and we just do it on the right side and then we do it on the left side. Today, we're going to do them across the floor. So you have to stay up on your toes, bend slightly so you can brush, toe, brush, toe, brush, toe. See how I'm up on my toes the whole time? The slower you go, the harder it is because you have to maintain your balance. But I want you to make sure that you're staying up on your toes the whole time. So if you have to, do a brush toe and then take a break. And then go back up on your toes, brush toe, take a break. All right? Once you get that motion down and understand how it goes, then try to stay up on your toes the whole time. Now again, we want us to a slight bend with that back knee as you're coming forward. If you do this, which happens, and if it does, that's okay, because you're working on that balance. You want to make sure you bend that back toe, or bend that back knee. Brush, toe, brush, toe, brush, toe. And make sure you're staying up on those toes the whole time. Brush, toe, brush, toe, brush, toe. And make sure you got those 2 sounds going. See, crisp sounds. No heels, stay up on those toes the whole time. Tap, 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 tap. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to go smidge faster. But I want to make sure you've got that down before you go faster. But believe it or not, this step is easier to do faster than it is slower because you don't have to hold that balance. But you have to make sure that you've got those bent knees and you're hearing those 2 sounds per bubblegum step. Brush and toe. You've got to hear those 2 sounds before you can move on to make it a little faster. Okay? And I'm just going to go a smidge faster. All right? Not too fast. All right, here we go. So, brush, stick, brush, stick. Did you get that one? All right, this is a great time to pause me and do that several times because the last thing we're going to do today is we're going to add that bubblegum step dig, okay, across the floor. Now, believe it or not, even though we're adding on a step, this one is easier. Do you know why? Because there's no balancing. You don't have to balance with this one, okay? So this one, but I always start with the harder one first because I feel once you get that bubblegum step across the floor, you guys can do anything. So, you're going to do a bubblegum, brush, stick, but then you're going to dig. Not up on any toes. Then you'll take that back foot, brush, toe, dig. Ta, ta, ta. How many sounds? 3, just like when we do center floor. Ta, 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 do, ta, ta, ta. Brush, stick, dig. Brush, stick, dig. Again, making sure you've got that slight bend in the knee in the back. It always starts from the back to go to the front. Brush, stick, brush, stick. Great. And again, I'm going to do it a little bit faster. Go in this direction so you can hear what it sounds like faster. Here we go. Today, all right? I hope you guys are staying safe, having fun with your family at home. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's beautiful weather, and I hope you have a wonderful Easter this weekend. Next week, we're going to do some center floor combinations, okay? So I'm looking forward to doing some new stuff with y'all next week, okay? Have a great one. It was great tapping with you today. See you next week.